Coach from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw on second down. Kramer over the middle. That's caught by QT. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Kramer. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. A loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Now let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build up on. That's what they're looking for here. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. They can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Off the play fake. Kramer. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kramer throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, Kramer. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 21 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
On second down, Jackson flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on third down. Jackson under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. There and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
This time, Jackson will throw it. And Robinson with a big catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now it's Jackson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Gone! 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 Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. We'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Gone! Gone! Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Now Jackson. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Oh, a nice spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On 1st and 10, Kramer. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Kramer. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Kramer. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Kramer. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over.
Operating from the gun, Kramer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Houston. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half?
Because tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now from the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hey, Sean Robinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. This is Hines. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Jackson on second down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here. Chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Kramer. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Off play action. Kramer. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on third and long. Kramer, he's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone!
Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Finding room inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a handoff working right. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey,
Gets it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Colts on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Hines, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. Stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now, Barney!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kramer, and he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ohio!
On 3rd down, it's Hines. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they go for 2 here. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2.
and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A good pickup there at 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Off the play fake. Kramer. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on their way.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They run with Hines. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
They run again with Hines. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over him?
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. It's complete to Parker left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Hot.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's complete to Diggs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.
you.